What's up, Rather fans? Welcome back to another episode of Coleman's Corner. My name is Matt Comuzzie, and I'm joined here by Executive Director of Athletics, Robert Coleman. Rob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Matt. Welcome. I'm
Thank you.
honored that you're running Coleman's Corner now.
I'm happy to be here.
That.
So let's get into it. It's been a busy year here at St. Mary's. Spring season just wrapped up now. We had some teams make some pretty strong postseason runs.
Yep.
Softball makes it to the South Central Regional for the 18th time. Men's and women's tennis both make it to the Lone Star Conference quarterfinals. Esports competes in the ECAC playoffs. Women's golf makes an awesome run through the national championship. Stunt competes in the national championship. When you look back on these spring seasons, what highlights really jump out to you?
Well, of course, women's golf, going to the national championship match is the biggest thing that stands out.
Sure.
But, I'll come back to that in a second. But, obviously, like you just mentioned, excited for softball again to go back to regional play. We've done that for the last couple of years. And so excited for that piece. Stunt in their second year of existence here, going to nationals 2 years in a row. And so, congratulations to the team and Jordan for that achievement. We came to the finals in Lone Star with that, against DBU. And we're on our way. It's difficult. There's more and more teams getting added to stunt right now, but super excited about the future of that sport and the young ladies that Jordan keeps bringing into the program, and excited to see if we can take the next step there.
Absolutely.
Tennis again. Made the quarterfinals. I would tell you, look, I know we have bigger aspirations. It was kind of a little bit of a rebuilding year, especially on the women's side after losing some Hall of Fame players that we've had in our program. But again, great season. Selena Wu had an awesome season as a freshman. I know Bill's working really hard in the recruiting area, and excited about tennis. And I guess maybe we'll talk about the facilities, but excited about the work we did on the courts here over the summer months. And then circle back again to eSport. Caitlin and the team's just done an awesome job within ECAC. Gavin again doing a great job, and I think I don't know if he was rookie of the year, but he also won, I think, our male athlete of the year this year, and so kudos to him. And then the championship match, Heartbreak Hotel, getting to that moment and coming up a shot or two short of actually winning the national championship, but super exciting for the program. The ladies just battled and came together, through the spring semester and won some tough matches to get there. And I'm just super proud of them, coach in general, just for being a brand new coach in our program. But ladies did an awesome job. I know it's heart-wrenching not to close in that moment, but they'll have that memory forever. It's, like I said, super proud of them. And, for Rebecca and Estelle to leave the program on that, getting there twice in their career in the Final Four. It's just outstanding, and it says a lot about, our golf program just in general.
Absolutely. So let's stay with golf here for a little bit. So they make an outstanding run in Florida through the national championship. They finish tied for 7th in stroke play, which then qualifies them for match play, where they win 2 there and make it to the finals, where they meet the University of Indianapolis. Then, if that's not dramatic enough, like you said, they play Indianapolis in the finals, have to play an extra playoff hole because they were tied in the finals, and then drop it barely by 1 stroke. Still an outstanding accomplishment. You were actually there in attendance and watched it all. What can you tell us about, what that really meant for the program looking forward? And like you said, first-year head coach Connor McCarthy to really get that under his belt right away.
Yeah, first off, for Connor, look, we had, when our coach Thomas, resigned and moved on to another school, we only had 2 or 3 weeks to find a coach. It was like mid-late July. And we had a search firm, did a great job. And we kind of knew Connor was that person for us, really right away. Just his demeanor, he's a younger coach, but more mature than his age. Really excited about like his motor, about recruitment and so forth. And so, we're super excited about the future, especially after coming off, a season such as this. But the girls just grinded. They really did. You don't get to a championship. You need there's a little luck that goes with it along with the talent. But the ladies just grinded through the whole week. It's they're long days out there on the golf course. It's super hot. And like I said, we're just all very, very proud of their accomplishments, their achievements. I think the four ladies who are coming back to the program, because again, Rebecca and Estelle graduating. I mean, that's and the young ladies that we're bringing in that coach did a great job recruiting. Those four now. I mean, that's the culture.
Yeah.
And they've got to really teach the new players about that culture of what our standard is. And quite honestly, the same goes for the men. I mean, coach did a great job recruiting some new players into the men's program. We had a host of individuals who graduated, and we're excited about both programs,
Absolutely.
quite honestly. And we've always had great tennis and golf here, and that's hopefully never going to change. I mean, that's the forefront of what we're trying to do here in the spring for sure. So again, great accomplishment for coach to come in, go through, new players, and they're getting accustomed to a new coach. It wasn't easy, but for this to happen, really super excited. And we need to take advantage of that. Absolutely, right now.
Yeah.
We built out the new golf performance room during the year, which is a super nice area. Joining the Dominion Country Club, for our teams to practice, and so we're really set up well for the future.
Absolutely. So that kind of brings us to the present time. We're here in the middle of summer now, kind of the off season for collegiate sports, not so much for us. But so with that being said, we've had a lot of exciting new additions to the department, some upgrades to facilities around campus. What can you tell our fans about all of that, really?
Well, we added you, Matt. So congratulations to that, and super excited about you joining our administrative senior level team here.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that. And just added Lee Tunnell as our new assistant baseball coach. And Lee's coming to us from Major League Baseball, worked with the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers as a pitching coach and bullpen coach for them. So super excited about that addition. Knew Frank from their days together in minor league ball. And so, again, looking to take that next step and really get back to, what we've been accustomed to with the sport of baseball. And Lee's going to be a wonderful addition. And then, as I just mentioned, we doing some work at the baseball field, our infield, putting in some new sod, laser grading that area. So that work's kind of ongoing. Thought we were finished with it, but we had a little hiccup. And so we're pivoting a little bit there. Just redid courts 3 through 8, I think, on the tennis court. So we just redid those. They look, really, really nice. And so, excited about that. The new nutrition station that we just added in the spring. Again, anything that we can do to help our athletes kind of reach their potential. And so really excited about that new addition. I don't know what we put up the new scoreboard, obviously, with softball in the springtime, which is a really nice, needed addition there. And I don't know, what else am I missing? Did I miss something?
I think you covered it. That sounds about right.
So again, it's super busy. It always is. And just trying to, stay up with the rest of the schools in our conference. And you got to do these things in order to compete at the highest levels.
Absolutely. So finally now, as we look towards the fall seasons that are upcoming, what kind of goals do you have for the fall sports? And then can you tell us a little bit about your vision in general for the future of St. Mary's athletics?
Well, I mean, ultimately, which is probably, a goal / our vision is, we want all of our teams to be in regional play, right? I mean, that's the vision. And I would tell you, I mean, I think our fall teams, what I'm excited about, and I'll just go through all of them just real quickly. The men's soccer team had, so many season-ending injuries last year, and a host of those, if not all of them, are coming back. And so we will have an experienced team this year. And Johnny's one win away from being the all-time winningest coach here in 6 years. I've been with him, every single win.
Yeah.
We kind of came in together with this, and so as he heads into his 7th year, super excited for him and the great work that he's done. And so we have high aspirations this year to get back to what, again, we're used to, being in the top 1 or 2 in the conference, getting into regional play, maybe being a chance to host again here like we did a couple years ago. So that's always on the board. What Kevin's done for women's soccer has just been outstanding. 2 consecutive years in the NCAA regional play. Don't know why that should stop, quite honestly. We've returned a lot of very, very talented players on that team. We're adding some pieces to it. So again, I think the sky's the limit for both soccer programs. And for volleyball, I mean, probably as excited as I've been in my 6 years here for volleyball. We would bring back again a group that we were super excited about. They're going to be juniors now, but when they came in as freshmen, they had a tremendous freshman year. 6 or 7 of them, and now they're juniors, and so really excited about the play of what they put in during the spring and the non-traditional season, how they left here feeling, I think, energized about this upcoming year. And so I think that's another sport that probably under the radar that can probably do some really good work this year. So, we're excited about all 3 of them. And again, I think the goal is, get into obviously the playoffs in the conference as high as humanly possible, maybe to actually host if possible. But of course, regional play is on our mind with all that.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have really for this episode. Again, Rob, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Matt, for having me.
Absolutely, and we'll see y'all next time on Coleman's Corner.